My name's Emily Carter, 35. Living in a small New York apartment. 10 years married to Jake, my high school sweetheart. Lately, he's been distant, coming home late. Barely talking. I thought it was just work stress. Until I saw his phone light up. A text at midnight. Jake, you up for another round? It was from his boss, Sarah. The glamorous VP everyone admires. My heart sank. Jake, what are you hiding from me? Welcome to this story. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. That night, I couldn't sleep. Picturing Sarah's perfect smile. She's 38, single. Always in sharp blazers and killer heels. The office buzz says she used to model. And the CEO's after her. I met her once at a company gala. Her confidence lit up the room. Me? I was in a thrift store dress. Feeling like I didn't belong. I started wondering if Jake was bored of our routine life. Why else would he rather stay late than come home to me? The next day, I dropped by his office with homemade lunch. I found Jake and Sarah hunched over a laptop, laughing. Her perfume filled the air. Her hand brushed his arm. Emily, what are you doing here? Jake's voice was tight. Sarah stood up, all charm, extending a manicured hand. Mrs. Carter, so nice to meet you. Jake's been a lifesaver. Her smile was warm. But I sensed something beneath it. I mumbled an excuse. Left the lunch, and hurried out. My chest felt heavy. Like I was losing him right there at home. I dug through Jake's things. Desperate for answers. I found our old wedding album. Us smiling under cherry blossoms. Back then. His eyes sparkled with love. Promising forever. Now, he barely looks at me. Always glued to his phone. I called my mom. Hoping for advice. But she just sighed. Emily, marriage is hard. Give him time. He's trying. Trying? I've been trying for years. Holding us together. Paying bills. Nursing his mom through chemo. Keeping the house. But Jake? He's working late. With Sarah. Playing games. The company planned a team retreat at a lake cabin. I tagged along, hoping to reconnect with Jake. He and Sarah were paired for activities, moving like a team. He handed her a water bottle. She teased him with a grin. I stood by the campfire, clutching my coffee, feeling invisible. That night, Sarah sat next to me, her voice soft. "Emily, your cooking's legendary. Teach me your lasagna recipe." I forced a smile, but inside, I was screaming, "What's your game?" I couldn't take it anymore. I had to confront Jake. Back home, I showed him the texts, my hands shaking. "Jake, what's going on with you and Sarah? Be honest." He looked stunned, then angry, running a hand through his hair. "Emily, you're blowing this out of proportion. It's just work." "Just work? You're texting her at midnight." "Jake." My voice cracked, tears streaming down my face. He lit a cigarette, exhaling slowly, avoiding my eyes. "Sarah's helping me land a big deal. That's it." I didn't believe him, not fully, not yet. Then the doorbell rang. And there was Sarah, holding a folder. "Emily," I heard the yelling. "Can I clear the air?" She sat down, calm as ever, and slid a contract across the table. "Jake closed a $200,000 deal. He didn't tell you." I froze, looking at Jake, who stared at the floor. "Those late nights were for this," Sarah said. "Game nights were just stress relief." I felt like an idiot, my jealousy blinding me to the truth. Sarah left, and Jake finally spoke. His voice low. I messed up. I should have told you. But I didn't cheat. I just wanted to prove I could give you more." His words hit hard, reminding me of the boy who proposed at 25. I cried, not from anger, but from relief and guilt. "I don't need more, Jake. I just need you." We talked all night, something we hadn't done in years. Jake cut back on late nights, took me to our favorite diner. We laughed over greasy fries, like we were kids again. Sarah kept her distance. But one day, she texted me, "Emily, Jake's a keeper. Don't let him go." I smiled, realizing trust is what holds a marriage together. What do you think? Can trust be rebuilt after doubt? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Love is messy, but it's worth fighting for, right?